Vance, I want you to sort of game plan this defense for me in this game. You watched, I think I sent you 4 or 5 of the games that I thought challenged that challenged its defenses the most. When you watch that, sort of give me your forecast. How would you attack them defensively heading into this game?
I'm watching the game that reminds me of Michigan's defense is Kentucky. They play some bear, they play some odd defense, and they play, I call strong eagle. They slide the front to the tight end, and they blitz quite a bit. So in that particular game, I saw a lot of bunch, a lot of trade, and I saw a lot of gap scheme plays. In other words, I'm pulling the tight end and the guard, the old counter OF. I'm running the pin pull play, pulling both guards, blocking down, which has given us some problems. So if I'm game planning these guys right now, if I'm in practice, the first few days, we're working on bunch formations. I'm running a base bunch formation. The plays are running out from the passing game to the run game. And I'm going through all my calls before I go to anything else. And the first thing I do, you get in bunch, I'm going to blitz the bunch. If you trade the bunch, we're going to blitz the bunch. Marcus Raker, we playing somebody, we had a third and short, and we call it lightning, bring the safety off there. They trade the tight end, walk him to the other side, ran lightning, hit the guy in the backfield. So I'm going to blitz the bunch. I'm going to take them out of that because also they're in the toss sweep to the bunch. I want to attack that side because when the quarterback throws the football, guess where he throws the football to? That side a lot of times. So I'm game plan. I want to get pressure. I'm going to come after them every which way but loose. I'm blitzing first down, second down, third down. 3 plays now. I'm coming back the next series. I'm blitzing first down, second down. Hope they get first down so I can blitz them about 3 more times. I want to set the tempo early to get after them, get in the backfield. I want to rally that quarterback because on the outside, they are big receivers. Our corners should better cover these guys. We need to stop the run and stop that number 19. That tight end, I think, is a special player. So to me, if I'm playing any kind of man-to-man, guess what Dax is going to line up to that guy. Dax, your job this whole week, you need to take him out of the mix. If you can't take him out of the mix, it's a long day for us. So that first couple of days, I'm working strictly on bunch and motion from bunch to 2 by 2, the plays around that. And I got all my pressures and my base calls. And then after that, now I'm going to the spread type of things. They like to get in 3 by 1 and throw it weak side to the X. So Marcus, remember this, anytime people did that to us, we had quarter, half. The corner to that single receiver side, he played a yard inside. You're not throwing no slant on me. Michigan doesn't do that. They line up and press, and the guy plays deep and get up the slant, but it's avoiding that. So again, going back, counting to 3, 1, 2, 3, we got to push the line back to the 3 receiver side. So now if I'm playing any kind of zone, that corner's playing inside technique to take away that void. And also he's a run support guy, so I take away the X. I'm matching up front side. I'm going to make that quarterback hold the football. So now Thanksgiving happened, Christmas happened. Now it's New Year's Eve, baby. I'm talking about oxtails. I'm going to the brother fold. I'm oxtails, chillin'. Hey, David, John, Aiden, you don't know anything about chillin'? I got cornbread and hot sauce, brother. Let's go get this quarterback. But those are things I'm going to do. I got to work on bunch. I got to work on tandem splits. Those are issues we had all year long. I got to work on the pin pull and the counter play, spilling the football because the backs are downhill runners. They don't want to go inside. They put a foot in the ground and they get vertical. Take away the vertical seams, make them run east and west. We have small linebackers, so now they can run to the ball. They 2 offensive tackles are big guys. So they already go max protect a lot in the pass game. They go full slide protection sometimes and have the back block off the edge because the 19, they want him out in the route. They don't want him to protect because he's actually their best receiver. I'm not going to let my best receiver block somebody. I'm going to make you have to cover him. And so they go max protect. They slide the whole offensive line. They're going to slide to Aiden. So guess what, David Jabo? Brother, it's time to eat. We need 3 sacks out of you in this ball game. We get 3 sacks and the cause fumble. We won the ball game. So I'm putting all my marbles on David Jabo. He got to put on the big boy pads, take on the counter now, Sam. I told you he's been a weakness in the run defense. The last game now, he took the counter on. He looked like a ball player. He looked like a Michigan man. And Lloyd Carter tell our guys this all the time. I want you to look back and look at the number you are wearing right now. You are representing a history of the past 100 years of a guy who wore that particular number. It's not just about yourself. And that's what Michigan is all about. It's about that history and that tradition of who you're representing. Now, I forgot to bring my national championship hat out because remember last time Ohio State, what had I brought out? I had Big Ten championship. I called it before it happened.
Hold on, let me get mine, Coach.
Now go get yours. See, I'm just telling you, I called it before it happened. We're going to beat Georgia. I'm going to let you do that right now. We're going to beat Georgia, but we're going to have to throw the football up with him because that guy, a garbage man at Noah's guard at 250 pounds. He got something in his trunk right now. You can't move him out the way. We're running football team. We got to get on the edge, throw the football, run outside. And I forgot this also, Sam. West Coast offenses run boots and naked because their offense is so big. They do the old duck walk. In other words, they just turn and run. And we've been great on the boots all year long for our defensive ends. Get up the field, get in the quarterback's face, give us pressure, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, man. It's funny you talk about David Jabo got to eat, and I thought about you when I saw their starting defensive package against Iowa. David Jabo wasn't a part of it, and you remember they had 32. They had Jalen Harrell out there, and now David Jabo came up big in that first half. It was a third down play, and you remember he shed the tackle, made the play in the backfield.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, yeah, that's what Vance was talking about right there. So he. I think, and they have to have some confidence in him coming off of that game, especially because Iowa, that's all they was trying to do was run it, was trying to get downhill on Michigan and really try to run at him, and they couldn't do it. So it's going to be interesting to see the matchup that you talked about. Dax versus number 19. Of everything that you talked about, if we break it down to a matchup, because we talked about their center or Michigan center, or they're the interior line versus Jordan Davis. So you talking about 6'6", 350 pounds? Like, you don't want to single block that dude. That's a big matchup in this game, how you deal with him. When it comes to the defense, how you deal with number 19, Vance, to me, is the game. And you're saying that's assignment Dax Hill.
But hold on, Coach. One of the things Vance used to do, though, Sam, is we would have a call, zone whoever, number such and such. And we would put Charles. It's almost like essentially a box and one.
Box and one, yes.
Yeah, like Vance would run cover 2 with everybody else. So like that fifth rusher, instead of blitzing him, we would put him in man. That means if we're still playing some type of 2 or trap 2 or whatever, we had guys all over the field. So that guy had help everywhere, but we wasn't going to let that one guy beat us. So if he lined up in the slot, we played man, and then we just played cover 2. If he was on the outside, then we rolled that corner, and that guy was in man, and we might have played cover 2 or cover 3 or whatever it was. But Vance and those guys always had a strategy for that one guy that could beat us. The other thing that they used to do in 97 was they would make up a defense that week that was designed to stop that team. Like, so Vance would say, these guys come out in 5 formations, and this is their number 1 play, and we would have automatics. So, but he trained us as students of the game, in particular me. He knew that I could make the check. So if they came out in bunch, we were going to, if we wanted to be in a particular defense, that was in the automatic package. Because, as a coordinator, if you call something, you stuck with that. But if you call automatic, now whatever they come out in, you're in what you're going to be in, but you got to have the guys that can get you lined up and execute it. So we played Northwestern. We had Wildcat automatic. I mean, whoever we played, Vance and those guys knew where the ball was going. They just wanted to be in the right call versus that formation. And if Michigan could somehow do something like that, I don't know if they zone 19 or whatever they got going on, combo 21. But if they got an automatic check and they can get into what they want to be in versus every formation Georgia has, it's going to be a long day.
When I watch these guys on offense, you need to pressure these guys. You really do. If you're going to sit back and think you're going to play vanilla, you're going to be in trouble because they're going to give us a lot of formations. And I've seen quads empty. Okay. How do you adjust? You got to have answers for that. That's been another problem for us early in the year, if you remember. So every formation that they run, they're going to have a game plan. So within the first 3 series of Georgia's offense, you're going to know what they're going to be doing the rest of the ball game formation-wise. So therefore, the guy in the press box, he has time to draw it up, talk about it. That's what I should do to Herman and Madison. And that's what we're going to see the rest of the ball game, guys. They showed us their hand in the first 3 series, so now let's go play football. These are the calls that should work for us right here. And to me, is that we got to pressure these guys because they are big. The tackles, they are unathletic. They big, they can hold you, and we are a great movement team. So if you move on these guys, they become less aggressive because now they would think about our first call. we should run this defense called bench chuckles bolts. In other words, we're in 3/4 of the field, we're angling back to the boundary. And I said this earlier in the year, Sam, this is one of his top calls. They bring in the nickel off the edge or the Sam off the edge, but guess what? Every time I see bunch formations, if I saw it 10 times, 8 times, that's the call they finna get. I'm bringing off the edge. I'm going to disrupt the run game to that side. I'm going to disrupt the pass game to the side. I'm going to walk somebody up on number 19 because he's on the point and bunch. Before you rush, you're going to rush through him so he can't get off the line of scrimmage to get down the football field. I'm going to take him out of the mix. But again, that's why I told you, if I'm game planning these guys the first 2 days, it's bunch formation. All my calls to work on that. When throwing in a few quad formation unbalance, how do we check? Stop to run in this situation, that type of thing. So I'm ready to roll. Like Marcus said, you asked this question earlier. We had time off getting ready for the Rose Bowl. What time off? As coaches, we had no time off. We game planned. The players, they were hungry. They took no time off. You spent the time getting ready. Why? Because we wanted to win that ball game. So if you're taking time off, you don't want to win. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You don't take time off when you have once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, especially for the seniors. This is it right here.